Hey guys, what's up? It's Lightning Libra, and today I'm going to be doing a top 10 strongest bladers in the metal series, and if your favorite blader isn't on the list, then I'm going to be doing top 10 strongest non-legendary bladers later, so maybe your favorite blader might be on there. And also, I'm sorry about my voice, it sounds a little weird today, I don't know why, but let's just get right into this. Number 10, Aguma. You might be saying, why is Aguma number 10 when he knocked out Kiyoya and Benkei at the same time and Jinga and Yuki at the same time? Well, he's kind of weak because, well, he's not weak, but he's not as strong as other legendary bladers because, I don't know, he just lost to Titsy and King, so he's not as strong as I would like him to be. He also lost to Kiyoya, and he's number 10 because he doesn't really win against many legendary bladers. Number 9, Titsy. Titsy is number 9 because we didn't really see that much battles. The only battle we really saw was, actually, we saw him in 2 battles, unless you count the Diablo Nemesis Crisis part. But maybe if we saw more of him, he would be higher on my list. But we only saw him fight Aguma and Yu, and he won both of those battles. But because we didn't see that much of him, I'm sorry if I'm leaving out any battles. Those are the only ones I could think of. But we didn't see that much of him, so that's why he's number 9. Number 8, King. Why is King number 8? There's no specific reason, but it's just their blader's stronger than him, probably. Some good defeats he had. He beat Aguma, Masamune, and actually, I think that's it. But I could be wrong, there could be more good defeats, but he also put up a good fight against Ryuga, and I don't know, he's just a good blader, and also, he could go freaking Super Saiyan. Name another blader that could go Super Saiyan. Like, oh wait. Number 7, Faust. Also known as Toby, but we're not going to be talking about Toby because Toby isn't as good. You might be saying, Faust can't be the 7th strongest blader because he isn't a legendary blader. But I think if Toby actually kept Twisted Tempo, or if he didn't get the arrangement to get Twisted Tempo, or Assault Hirojium, whatever you want to call it, then he would have been a legendary blader. He almost killed Jinga and Masamune with his Spiral Dimension special move, but Ryuga broke them out of there by launching Meteor Drago at the floating town. And the only reason Zio and Masamune were able to tie with Faust is because they're such good friends, and that's pretty cringy to say. Number 6, Chris. So Chris is number 6 because he could spin for close to forever, and he has close to 0 friction, and he could fight in any environment. like in a volcano, like you're seeing right now. And even in real life, his Beyblade has great defense, and it has the best stamina of any default Beyblade. And his special move is really incredible. He didn't really fight that many people that were notable. I think he was only in one. And he was fighting Masamune, and he ended up eating Striker. Number 5, Kenta. So you might be saying, how could the kid that did this be the 5th strongest blader?
Alright, let's get ready to battle! Here we go! 3.
Stop it, please! I don't want to fight this kind of battle!
2.
Yes, this pick is a little bit controversial, but before the whole Nemesis crisis, he fought Ryuga and put a dent in his face bolt. And that's something that 3 legendary bladers couldn't do. That was before he had the star fragment. When he got Ryuga's star fragment, he was fighting just as good as the legendary bladers like Jinga and Kiyoya. But I don't think he was fighting that well because he's actually that powerful. I think he was fighting that well because he was fighting for Ryuga, but I still think he's almost as strong as Kiyoya and Jinga. Number 4, Kiyoya, the one and only king of beasts. He wears a lion tooth around his neck. That's how you know he is an extremely powerful blader. It's hinted at the end of Metal Fury that he beat every legendary blader to prepare for his battle with Jinga. We don't know who won that battle, but I think it was probably a tie. He got to the semifinals in the Battle Bladers tournament. He had his own team in the Beyblade World Championships. He was the leader. He actually almost beat Jinga's team. It was the closest battle in the World Championships. But in the end, in my opinion, he's just a little less stronger than Jinga. He also put up a good fight against Ryuga and tied with Jinga twice. Speaking of Jinga. Number 3, Jinga. We all knew eventually Jinga was going to be on the list. I mean, he's the main character. Jinga has a lot of notable defeats, including Reggie, The Shine, Kiyoya, Julian, Ryuga, Damien, Helios, and Chris. He's the winner of the Battle Bladers tournament. He's the leader of the World Championships winning team. He defeated the God of Destruction Nemesis, which no other blader has accomplished. At the end of Metal Fury, he became the world's strongest blader. He's had 4 Beyblades, including Storm Pegasus, Galaxy Pegasus, Big Bang Pegasus, and Samurai Pegasus. And yet, he's still not the strongest blader. Number 2, Ryuga. Oh, how I miss him. We all wanted Ryuga to be number 1, but if this list is going to be accurate, he has to be number 2. Ryuga has a lot of notable defeats, and I'm probably going to leave some great ones out. He beat Jinga, Kiyoya, King, Yuki, Tsubasa. The list just goes on, and I probably left out like 10, because this guy destroys everything in his path. It's really hard not to like Ryuga. Ryuga is one of the best Beyblade characters of all time, and it's really difficult not to like him. His special move is amazing, his Beyblade is amazing, just everything about him is amazing. His personality is really cool, but sadly, there's someone stronger. Number 1, Rago. He killed Ryugan, I hate him. Wait, do I have to say anything else? Everyone wants to deny that Rago is the number 1 blader of all time, and honestly, so do I. But it took every bleeder in the world to take him down, and he still put up a decent fight. If you go one-on-one with this guy, he'll just absorb you and beat you at your own game, as he did with every legendary blader, except for Jenga. Even in real life, his Beyblade Diablo Nemesis is really overpowered, and it's in the top 5 best Beyblades, in my opinion. And the only way you could beat Rago is if you have every blader's spirit on your side. It's pretty cringy to say, but that's how Jenga did it. I hope you enjoyed this list, and goodbye.